Speaking of things that Alicia inspires, she also brought this one about. I was telling you about 2020 when we were sitting around listening to old records, and we got the news that John Prine had passed away. And we started to listen to all his stuff, and we were laughing and crying. I love the whimsy in John's songs so much. You know, it's what he's known for, humor, and just making such complex things so simple and wonderful. And I'm so lucky. I went to the Newport Folk Festival for the first time. I got to meet John's family, and they presented me with a, I don't know what you call it, an award, I guess, of some kind, where the John Prine Songwriting Fellowship. And he and I have always been connected, you know. His music has been around in my life, just like any other. Cash and Christopherson, Willie Nelson, Charlie Pride, John Prine, Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt. Just think of all these incredible people. And also, you know, speaking of this beautiful room, I got to dance with Joan Baez at Newport Folk Festival. Speaking of this place.
She got to dance with you.
Sweet. But Alicia said, you know, love feels like it gets easier and harder all the time.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I woke up the next morning and this song just fell out of me. And it's a little bit for John, a lot for her, myself, and anybody, you know. Still feeling okay out there. I see the bills coming. I'm gonna wrap this up soon, I promise. Easier and harder all the time. It gets easier and harder all the time. Easier and harder all the time. Love's a situation, manifestation, representation of what we like in someone who might go the distance, be blowing in the wind with beginning and the end, over and over again. Well, the truth about love, it don't come all at once, it gets easier and harder all the time. And if you don't give up, when pushing comes to shove, it gets easier and harder all the time, babe. Easier and harder all the time. Well, the house that you build will stand for much longer. Leave your ego outside, makes the foundation stronger. If you learn to compromise, it'll spare you some hell. Honey, we just might make it in spite of ourselves. Well, the truth about love, it don't come all at once. It gets easier and harder all the time. And if you don't give up, when pushing comes to shove, it gets easier and harder all the time. Yeah, the truth about love, it don't come all at once. It gets easier and harder all the time, babe. And if you don't give up, when pushing comes to shove, it gets easier and harder all the time. It gets easier and harder all the time. It gets easier and harder all the time. When you leave your wet towel on the bed. When you still haven't taken the recycling bin out. It's like 9:30 at night. You know I like it when it's out so I can just think about going to sleep. gets easier and harder all the time. It gets easier and